Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new, welcome. I am your little darling narrator, and on this channel, I read stories. Not just any stories, but I think I read some really great stories for the young readers. And if you are not subscribed to this channel, I strongly recommend you go ahead and you subscribe, because all we do here are read good stories for the young readers. And if there's any story that you like, don't forget, hit that like button. That just helps this channel, and we appreciate all the support that we've been getting. So stay tuned. The name of this story is called Franklin's Secret Club by Paulette Bourgeois and Brenda Clark. Franklin could count by twos and tie his shoes. He liked to play on teams and join in games. Franklin belonged to the school choir and the arts and crafts club. He liked belonging, and that's why Franklin decided to start his own club. One day, Franklin discovered a hideaway near his house. It was the perfect place for a club. "We can have a secret password and a secret handshake," Franklin told Bear. "And secret snacks?" asked Bear hopefully. "With secret ingredients," Franklin laughed. The hideaway was very snug. It was too small for a big club. "I know," said Franklin. "Snail and Rabbit will fit. Let's ask them to join." Together, Snail, Rabbit, Franklin, and Bear fixed up the clubhouse. They called themselves the Secret Club. The club members met every day after school. They ate blueberry muffins and made tin can telephones. They made macaroni bracelets and gave them to one another. Franklin was so busy doing secret things with the other club members that he almost forgot about the rest of his friends. At school, everyone was being very nice to Franklin, especially Beaver. She saved Franklin a seat on the bus for 3 days in a row. She offered him the best part of her lunch. She even helped Franklin tidy up after art. "Thank you, Beaver," said Franklin. Beaver smiled. "Now can I join your club?" Franklin was surprised. He didn't know that others wanted to join his club. "Sorry, Beaver," said Franklin, "but we can't fit anyone else in the club." "That's not a good reason," muttered Beaver, "and it's not fair. I'm going to start my own club." But Franklin began as Beaver left in a huff. After school, Franklin's club had a treasure hunt. Franklin didn't find a thing. He was upset because Beaver had been so angry. "I told Beaver there just isn't room for more members," Franklin explained to Snail, Bear, and Rabbit. They nodded sadly. The next day, Franklin and Bear did their secret handshake, 2 slaps and a tickle, and whispered the password, "Blueberries." Bear flapped his arms, wiggled his fingers, wrinkled his nose, and said, "Frizzle frazzle, diddle daddle, ding dong bop." "What was that?" asked Franklin. "The handshake and the password for Beaver's Adventure Club. Fox showed me." "Oh," said Franklin. The secret club members kept busy playing games. Franklin had fun, but he'd heard that Beaver's club was even more fun. "Today the adventurers are digging for dinosaurs," said Snail. The Adventure Club sure is amazing, sighed Bear. Sure is, said Franklin. Franklin tried hard to think of secret things that were more exciting. The secret club members learned to write invisible letters with lemon juice, and one day they made a secret code. But that very same day, the adventurers planned a trip to the moon. Soon after, Franklin and his club members went to see Beaver's Adventures headquarters. There was a tree house to climb up to, a tire to swing from, a tent to play in, and a big sign that said, "Members Only." Franklin itched to join the adventure club. "Now I know how Beaver felt," he said sadly. "Left out." Suddenly, Franklin had an idea. "Let's invite all the adventurers to join our club so nobody feels left out," he announced. "But there's not enough room for everyone," said Bear. "We can always meet outside," said Franklin. "Then there'll be plenty of room." So Franklin invited Beaver to meet with him. "I'm sorry I left you out," said Franklin. Beaver accepted the apology. "I'm sorry that I left you out too." "The Adventurer Club is a good club," said Franklin. "So is the Secret Club, but if we join together, we could have the best club." Beaver agreed, and the two clubs became one. Everybody was excited. Beaver's club members wanted to learn secret things. Franklin club members were ready to explore. The new club was called the Secret Adventure Club. Its password was Frizzle Frazzle, Diddle Daddle, Ding Dong, Blueberry Pop. When the members greeted one another, they flapped their arms, wiggled their fingers, wrinkled their noses, and did 2 slaps and a tickle. Beaver made a sign for their club headquarters. It said, "Secret Adventure Club." Franklin made another sign. It said, "Everyone Welcome." He didn't want anybody to feel left out. Well, that ends our story. Did we get some great takeaways out of this or what? Franklin had a couple of lessons to learn, but doesn't he always? And he did get him a nice clubhouse. I must admit, it was a nice clubhouse. It had a great, theme behind it, being a secret. You learn secret things, you build secret codes, those kind of things, and that was great. But what he didn't realize was when he came up with the club, and that was because of, remember the little space he found, a little hideaway? He figured that the members that could fit in there with him were the only members he could have. So when he was asked if someone else could join, like Beaver could join the club, he had to decline her and tell her no. And that hurt her feelings because remember, she really wanted to join. She held his seat on the school bus and, shared her lunch with him, helped him clean up. So she really wanted to join the club. And she was hurt when, he told her she couldn't. So she did the next best thing for her. She went and created her a club of her own. And it was just as good as Franklin, if not better. Because with her club, it looked like she was able to include more, if not everyone else. Because she wasn't limited to just the space. Because when Franklin peeked over there to see what she had a tree house, she had tents, she had a tire swing, she had a lot of things around there for, her members to be able to come into, to have fun with, and to do. So that's when Franklin realized his mistake. And it was a mistake he just didn't want others to ever feel again. So when he did get a chance to apologize to Beaver, and they were able to come together and actually join the two clubs together, he wanted to be sure that it's open to everybody because he doesn't want anybody to feel like he did and like Beaver did, felt left out. So the big takeaway from this is be careful what you do because you might hurt somebody's feelings and you might not realize it. And you know you don't want that to happen to you. So you want to be aware of those kind of things. Okay? Well, until next time, my young readers, I am your little darling narrator. Out.